Welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies, a podcast where we read fantasy books. We're Raven and Kelly. Get ready for us to bring you our unhinged book recommendations and even worse taste in men.
I have a feeling this one's going to be really fun.
Oh, okay. I'm scared, actually. I'm like terrified of what you're gonna say.
Oh, man. It could be. Okay. Whatever. We'll just brighten up my
That
screen.
needs to be the intro to this book or this podcast episode. Just that interaction right there. You should be.
Welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies. I'm Raven.
And I'm Kelly. And today we are doing Caught Up by Navessa Allen, the newest release of her Into the Darkness trilogy. Okay, so let me start this episode before I do the summary with saying that it was my suggestion. I pushed Raven to read this book because I loved Lights Out so much. I wanted to read the second one.
I hated Lights Out.
What?
I hated Lights Out.
She hated Lights Out. But when I read it, I thought it was different enough that she would like it. So let me do my summary real quick before we ask Raven her opinion. Okay, so Caught Up is about Nico and Lauren, who had a brief and disastrous relationship in high school. He has spent a decade watching her from afar, and his dark obsession has grown, but his family and job make her off limits. Lauren has the equivalent of an OnlyFans account and is part owner in a sex club. She has never forgiven Nico for what happened between them in high school, but he starts showing up in her life at her church and at her club, and she cannot deny their chemistry. This is a fan. This book is if you're a fan of, this book is for you. Mafia romance, voyeurism, and second chance romance. That is my summary. Okay, so like I said, I thought this book was different enough from Lights Out and had a major theme in the book that I thought Raven would be super into. And so I have been pushing her to read this book. But I also didn't know before I made the suggestion that she hates Mafia. So, with that said, take it away, Raven.
Oh my God. Okay, I hated Lights Out. I get it. This one wasn't as comical as Lights Out was trying to be, and I liked that. Hate the mafia, mob, whatever. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Love the voyeurism. Whew. That church pew.
Right?
Oh my God. Like, I can't even breathe it. I'm blushing thinking about this. It's just the tip. Just the tip. And God, I'm so, whew.
Okay, that makes me
so
so happy.
That was great. Great. The club, I thought was kind of cool. There's kind of a place like that here, but it's not like that, unfortunately. I'm sure there are some here. I think I've inquired about that a long time ago, but I would definitely join.
Okay. I think if I had a partner to go with, I could be convinced to go to a sex club like that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's how
I'm not getting on stage, but
if it's how they described it, and it's nice and dark and dim. I know there's like only 6 rows, like 4 chairs. I mean, that's not enough for me because I'm gonna need a little more like crowd, so that way, I need more. I need a bigger audience, so that way I'm not the main focus. I wouldn't do the stage part, but I would definitely participate in my seat, in my movie theater seat.
Did you read the epilogue?
I did.
Did you like it?
I did.
Okay, good.
And now we gotta learn about Tyler and whatever her name is. Sophia,
yeah.
or it's some.
I forgot her name already too.
Yeah, it's like,
but she's definitely setting them up to be as the next book.
I don't care. You know who Tyler reminds me of?
Yeah.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Frat
Yeah.
boy Caleb.
Yeah.
Like
That's a
it.
good point.
If you've ever watched this show, there's this guy Tyler that was on like The Bachelorette or some shit, and this guy is exactly how I picture Tyler. I'll have to send it to you.
Mm,
I'll have to send it
okay.
to you. But okay, so I did not like the final scene when they finally
Got on stage? Oh, I thought that's the
no,
part you.
I didn't like the part where he finally put the P in the V.
Oh.
Like, I mean, you built this up so dramatically. You had me sweating, and I can't sweat because of my injury. I'm not able to sweat, but you had me sweating, and I was like fanning myself for even this church pew, and then the I was like, I'm not Catholic, but I could consider it. Um, uh, oh God, that one I was
I
like,
do agree, like all of the tension leading up was really good. Like all those little scenes leading up to
and
it.
and
The
I,
teasing and the yeah.
and for such a voyeurism book, and it's based around that, you can tell. I feel like there needed to be more exotic episodes, not so much as just in that sex club, but like, I mean, Jesus, I thought they were gonna have sex on a motorcycle. That motorcycle barely had any play in this book.
Okay, yeah, that I was gonna bring that up too. Is that um one of the book talk guys was really pumping up this book when it came out. And one of the things he kept talking about is like he's short and he rides a motorcycle and he it made it sound like the motorcycle was a big deal. And there's a motorcycle helmet on the cover. And the motorcycle was such a tiny minuscule part
They didn't
of
even,
this book.
she didn't even ride on the damn thing.
Yeah. Yeah. He like drove by her on the motorcycle twice. And that was about it.
Ooh. Ooh.
I feel
But
like, okay, you know what? I don't know why. This is going to sound so dumb. I don't know why, but when they were doing the build up for this book before it came out, and I read that his name was Junior and that he rides a motorcycle and that I don't, he was like, he had something to do with like crime or whatever.
mhm.
I don't know why, but immediately I just imagined this Mexican guy who rode motorcycles and was part of the cartel. I don't know why I thought this was going to be a book about the cartel.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
And
I
then when
feel
he
it.
ended up being like a white Italian mob guy, I was like, oh, I'm kind of bummed now. I don't
Um,
know why.
I saw fan art. So the fan art. Ooh, I just got a Hinge notification.
Oh, good
Anyways,
for you.
I saw fan art and I saw like what he was going to look like before I ever read the book. So it kind of had it instilled in me what characters
Hmm.
may be like. It was kind of greasy.
Yeah, I did kind of imagine him a little greasy, yeah, with like slicked back hair. There's some guy that keeps popping up on my Explorer page that has hair like that. If I find him, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Um, when he like doesn't do his hair, it's kind of, like fluffy or whatever, but then he like slicks it back, and that to me is like exactly what Nico's hair looks like.
Nico. Oh, well, Nico and the mobster family.
Okay,
Oh,
but I really liked how he was I didn't feel like the mob part was like that big of a part of the book.
it was
Like,
actually bigger than you had me think though.
oh, I
Which
don't
is
know. I just
okay.
didn't feel like it was a big part. But what I did like is the way that she put Allie and Josh in
That
and
was cute.
sprinkled them in.
They were sprinkled in quite a bit and I liked it. I liked that. I was like, oh hey, look. It's our
Hey,
friends.
it's Allie and Josh.
It's our
And
friends. And
yeah,
Josh is a badass. He's a big old teddy bear, but I like this book better. I think this book is definitely more up my alley
mm.
as far.
And actually, the funny thing, the thing is that one of my biggest complaints about this book is that it was not as funny as Lights Out, and I wish it was funnier. And so it's interesting that you had like the exact opposite reaction.
Yes, she likes the rom-com,
Vibe in dark
and
romance. I like a rom-com dark romance. I love it. I love
I
it.
hate it. I hate it.
I love it.
Yeah, this was definitely, it was good. Man, it took so much work for me to read this book.
Yeah, I really,
Ah.
really had to needle her. I've been trying to get her to read this book
Oh,
for a very long time. But not just read the book um after it came out. Like I've been talking about this coming out, and then when it came out, like I think I read it the first week. And anyway, actually
it's
I
because
didn't
how
read
much
it.
I
I
didn't like
audiobooked it
it.
because I did
How's
audiobook.
his voice? How's his voice? I know we love Josh. What's his?
Didn't love it as much as Josh, but they picked an excellent, excellent voice actor.
Did he have a Spanish accent?
No, because he's
I'm
Italian.
kidding.
But yeah, I don't know why I thought this was going to be something about the cartel. Okay,
I
let's
can
see.
see that.
Caught up voice actor.
So here's.
Okay, so the guy who does the voice acting for this book, his name is Teddy Hamilton. And if you
Oh, I know
do
who that is.
audiobooks, he is like top, like people are obsessed with Teddy Hamilton. He has a cult following for sure.
I've never done an audiobook.
I know. And every time I try to like convince her to listen to an audiobook with my favorite voice actors in it, she like wants to puke. And
I gave Lights Out a try, and I actually even purchased it because when I was trying to do my
but you didn't finish it, did you?
I didn't even listen to 5 minutes of it, and I was like, oh my God, what did they say? I was like, this is horrible. And I was like, all right, let's fast forward it to like the sexy parts. And I got there, and I was like, all right, Raven, get in your head. We're gonna go through this knife match scene. And I was so focused, and I was like, just listen to his voice, let it overtake me, and
Okay.
no.
I don't know if we've had this conversation before. I know I've had this conversation with someone else, but have we talked about like my love for what is it called? Spicy audios. There's like
Yes.
whole websites dedicated. They like hire people, they write scenes, and these like men, I don't know, most of the men, read out these scenes. Have we talked about this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And is that your thing?
No.
Or, I mean, not your thing, but like, do you like that?
I don't like listening. I like reading. It's so
Okay,
much better
so
in my head. It's so much better in
even
my
if
head.
even if it's not a book, it's like just a spicy scene that someone or like
The same
someone
thing.
saying things. You're not into that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, except for sex. You can call me a good girl all day long.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I know what you mean, but like unless it's being oh.
Like when a guy gets on and he just starts saying, like there's this one guy, he doesn't really talk to like he just says lines. He just sits there and says lines. And he's like, "Good girl. Oh, you're taking me so good." Like that's all he does on his Instagram channel. He just like says one-liners.
Where have I been? I would totally be into that. Holy shit. Degrade
Well,
me, okay?
I'll start sending you some of my favorite ones. But my point, so you just don't like your story being read to you, but you're okay. But you do enjoy listening to a man's voice.
I can't even. Yes.
What's the difference?
It's different. It's a lot different because I'm reading this as a visualizing another character. Hold on. I gotta go into this before I forget about this. We're gonna go back to the whole Josh and Allie and the Nico situation. You know, at the
Okay.
end, how it left us off on Tyler.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is gonna go, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Because remember at the beginning of Josh and Allie had been with Tyler before Josh
Yes.
and
Uh-huh.
said that he was nothing spectacular at all. And he even was kind of like backing himself up, saying the same thing, like, oh, I just like it like this, and she likes it like that. And now I'm like, great, am I gonna have like some vanilla stuff? Or maybe he's an ass guy.
Maybe.
That'd be fun. I hope you hear this, Vanessa.
Navessa Allen.
Vanessa Allen.
Um, yeah, that I did, now that you're saying that, I did have a very similar thought when I was listening to it, uh, about like how Allie and Tyler gotten together. Yeah, and how that might be a little awkward.
I mean, it was not it but I mean, she just made it sound like the sex with him was very dull and vanilla. So now we're gonna go into this new story with Tyler and this girl.
Maybe this woman just brought out his kinky side.
She sounds kind of majestical. She sounds majestical. She sounds
I don't think that's a word.
majestical, majestic, whatever. Majestic. Cool.
I don't know, but all I'm thinking now is majestical testicle.
Oh man.
And that line is now going to forever live in my head.
I've never thought that in my entire life. But now it's
That a
very
testicle is majestical?
testicle, majestical. Wow. I mean, a lot of books mention testes, so. Anyways, yeah.
Actually, do they?
I hear,
I
yes.
feel like there's not a lot of attention paid to testicles in books.
Oh,
Like it's
there are. I feel like it's just overshadowed by like the main slab of meat.
I feel like there's very little references to testicles. I don't think most women.
The
We can do a poll.
the cupping, the
I have to actually.
fondling, the licking, the mouthing.
There's not a lot of that. I have not read a lot of that.
I will have to go and I'll dig one up. It's like they pay a little attention to them. Some of them. Some of them. I have read it. We have read it. I mean, I don't read anything you don't read, obviously. Shit. Let me see.
Okay, so what did you think of the characters themselves? What did you think of Nico?
I liked my little shorty.
I liked him too.
I liked that he was like very torn. And his father was a piece of shit, which sucked. I kind of liked how the family drama played out. I definitely needed a little more excitement in the family drama. I don't know
Hmm.
why, but I was like kind of sus like su suspecting that his dad was going to hurt her, and I mean he's so wise,
Yeah,
but I thought it was gonna be a little more climactic and
aggressive.
yeah, but it was okay. It was okay.
And then what did you think of Lauren? And like the OnlyFans stuff and the sex club
You
stuff.
already know my opinion on the me for you 224 page thing that she does. I don't find reading about that at all like fun. It's not a thing I like. It's not a trope thing that I like. I don't even know if that's considered a trope, but yeah, I don't dig it. Didn't do anything for me. Didn't excite me. I feel like Allie was more believable. working in a hospital, ER drama, blah blah blah. But maybe it's because I mean, she made a lot of money. Maybe I should give it a shot.
Okay, so I read this, like I said, when it first came out. So I was doing like a little quick review before we jumped on here. And uh I liked her sex positive character. I really did.
Hmm.
I thought it was great. And I really liked how it tied into his stalking and how he was her first customer, her most loyal customer. She kind of like had some little feelings for him. She's like, I'm never going to act on them, but I really like him. And how behind the scenes he was helping her because she was trying to get some laws passed to protect
Hmm.
sex workers, how he was behind the scenes, like threatening the politician,
Blackmailing everybody.
blackmailing him. He's like giving her money, he's supporting her dream in like every way. He is her biggest fan. And I loved that. I thought that was amazing.
That was cute. That was definitely really cute.
And I know you're not really into like the friends to lovers thing, but to me, it's not friends to lovers. It's
This
more of like a
was
second chance romance.
this wasn't bad. I think the whole church scene made this acceptable, okay?
Okay,
Like that
very
did a
hot. It
lot
was
for me.
very hot.
A lot for me.
What did you think of Nona, the grandma?
I want more of her.
She was great. I, I have to say though that people really built her up online. Like people were obsessed with Nona. In the advertising, people pumping up this book, they kept making references to Nona. So I feel like she was a tiny bit of a letdown because I think people built her up too much. But overall, I did really love Nona, and I thought she was great. The feisty old lady.
She was great, but she wasn't in there enough.
Like the motorcycle. They built up the motorcycle and grandma, but then they really weren't that big part of her book.
Grandma on
The,
a motorcycle. That would have just made it even better. I mean, that would have.
maybe Nona should have like thrown on a jacket and like swung her leg over the back of the bike and
Friggin'
held on to
Harley.
Nico and rode out into the sunset.
Friggin' Nico's grandfather. Nona. I don't know. Yeah, that was not yeah. And also the first like actual penetrating scene was very dull compared to all the build up. I was very let down. I was like, man, this is I'm gonna just go back and reread the
The church,
confession.
the confessional post.
I'm gonna go back and reread that. Maybe.
Uh, yeah. I also kind of liked when he chased her down the hallway and they ended up like up against the wall.
Oh, at the club.
At the club when they like he first showed up.
I like a man that takes charge, but you know what? It's so funny. We like all this, and then in real life, we'd be like, no. Except for you'd probably have to be like the hottest freaking thing in the entire world, and you'd have to be like giving me like this smoldering look for like a good hour before I'd be okay with it. But yeah, that would be fun.
Okay, there. I completely agree. I have dated a man that on paper was like the he studied what women wanted and he said all of the things, and when they would come out of his mouth I'd be like, nope, ew, actually no, don't like this. And I feel
Pause.
kind of bad. I
Pause. Hold on 1 second. I gotta answer this. Okay, wave your hand so I know that this needs to be chopped out. I had to answer that because it was my medical insurance lady.
Okay.
But this guy on paper.
I had a boyfriend that studied really hard on what women like, and he would say all of the book boyfriend things, and a lot of times they would come out of his mouth, and I'd be like, nope, actually not into that. Nope.
Put it back.
And I've also had other boyfriends that have done some book boyfriend things that I loved, but
Do tell.
no.
Oh, come on, at least one example.
No.
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 I can't do it.
I can't do it right now. I'm already blushing. Look how pink I am. I'm so pink. It's my shirt.
I mean, we can. It's okay. We'll swap stories.
Okay. So anyway,
I'll get it out of you later.
I really did like Nico, and I liked the female character. And I love Nona. I wish it was funnier. But overall, I would rate this book at least a 4 stars. This is a 4-star read for me. Or like a 3.8.
I put a 4.
Yeah. I really liked it.
I really could visualize his dick well. It's because he's short. It reminds me of some of the shorter kings that I've seen and the elephant trunks that come with them. And I picture like his little tiny waist and his big old schlong. I could picture it very well. And it made me want to send some text. Hey, you up?
Oh, and I was gonna make a comment about your, like, maybe now I should do OnlyFans, which go for it. But when you had said, okay, we're gonna finally do Caught Up, and I was thinking about the spicy message that I had sent earlier in the day, and I was like listening to the book to give myself like a reminder of what happened, and I was like, hey, I just did that, except just to one person and didn't get paid for it. And because part of her thing is that you can she sends out like little videos and messages, and she makes them in a way that it seems like it's personal, even though she's sending it to like 1,000 people, or all of her subscribers. Kind of what she sent was similar to what I sent, and I was like, I just did that, but for free.
for the ones that I have sent, I'm not gonna say how many. I wonder if I can claim that on my income tax or get like a cash back thing from that, because I did that for free.
For free. This is community service. I performed volunteer work.
Charity work.
Charity work. I volunteered this. I did some charity work this morning.
Oh my God. I think you can. I think if you put money towards a charity, you can write that off on your taxes. There's a way. Some people are about to get some messages.
If I've ever sent you a spicy photo or video in the past, please Venmo me so that you can count it on your taxes.
Venmo me or else.
If anybody is looking for some tax refunds and I've ever sent you a spicy photo, please Venmo me now.
And also, you'll get even more off now that I'm disabled. So it's like double the charity. It's true.
Contributing to extra charities.
Okay. That's a write-off. Oh man.
I guess every spicy photo that he sent me, I can write off as charity work too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I can't
gosh.
believe I read it though. I'm kind of glad I did. You know what? This was the worst time in my year, probably mood-wise and situation-wise for this book to be what I needed to read. I'm dealing with uh um ghosting, emotional family drama, degraded by my grandmother, tattoos, all while trying to squeeze in this very erotic book. Oh,
You
it
know,
was,
I I feel like it's probably my Lies of Lena moment for you then.
yeah,
My
yeah,
Lies of Lena moment. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I couldn't really relate to the book, but it was definitely a very awkward time to be like, I gotta pick up this book and read about, um, yeah, voyeurism and bondage and really bad church stuff and pray about it later.
I think it was before this book, but it might have been right after. I had gotten some book suggestions on IG. You know, I get a lot of my ads now are books. And if something seems if it, seems interesting enough, it's on Kindle Unlimited, I'll download it and read it. And I had just read or a random book that came up on my feed where they also, I think the male character ran a sex club. And so it
I
was
would.
like, how did I read two books back to back, but like totally did not
It
plan
seems
that.
like it seems like a trend or a phase that happens. Like you read like the same. Oh God, I just read three Rowans. The
Oh,
last.
I remember my whole thing about Rowan.
Are
I
we
think I
landing
went on
this
a
plane
rant.
on the? Are we landing the plane on the filming part?
Sure.
Okay. And we can keep talking, but I just want to know because I need to know where to edit.
Thank you for coming to Shadow Dog Groupies. Read lights out.
Bye. Oh God, what am
Oh,
I doing? Thank you for
caught
coming.
up.
Bye.
Read caught up. And lights
Enjoy.
out.